Hello everyone and welcome back to Directed Writing with Miss Go. In this presentation, I am going to share with you on how to write a speech, and the topic that we are focusing on is stress management. Let's take a look at our question. As the president of the Interact Club, you attended a conference by World Health Organization during the last school holidays. You were asked by the school counselor to deliver a talk on stress management to students in your school. In order to identify the topic easily, always look for prepositions like about or on. Once you have identified the topic, you should be ready to look at the aspects or main ideas to include in your essay. Use the notes below to write your talk. Let us start from the left. Effects of stress. How can stress affect us? Emotionally. How do we feel when we are stressed? Physically. What happens to our body when we are stressed? Give one more effect. Next, causes of stress. What makes us stress? What gives us stress? Homework, peer pressure, parental expectations. Give one more cause. Another aspect that we have to include in our essay is what students can do. In other words, what are the ways or tips on how we can manage or overcome stress? Stay connected with family and friends. Relax and unwind. Get enough sleep. Suggest one more idea. Oh, there are two of them. So we need to think of two other things or activities that we can do to help us relieve our stress. When writing the speech, you should remember the following. First of all, greetings. You can greet the audience with something as simple as "Good morning, everyone." Then, state the purpose of your speech. For example, today I am going to talk about stress management. You can also put it in other words, such as, "A very good morning I bid to our principal, teachers, and all students. Today I am going to deliver a speech on stress management." After that, remember to use all the notes given and give your own ideas when needed. After you have finished your essay, end your speech appropriately. For example, "That's all for now. Thank you for listening." Or, "That's all from me. Thank you for lending me your ears." Here's an introduction. A very good morning I bid to our principal, teachers, and all students. As the president of the Interact Club, I attended a conference by World Health Organization during the last school holidays. On this pleasant morning, it is my privilege to deliver a speech on stress management. The purpose of my speech is aimed at raising awareness among all students on the effects and causes of stress, as well as ways to overcome it. Effects of stress. How can stress affect us emotionally, physically, and mentally? What are the examples that we can give? When stress affects us emotionally, we might suffer from depression, frustration, and demotivation. As for physically, we may have problems like insomnia, which is trouble of falling asleep. This will lead to high blood pressure and cause migraine or headaches. As a result, we will have or experience fatigue, which is feeling very tired. This further impacts negatively on our mental, as we will have poor concentration. This will further lead to low productivity in our studies or work, as we cannot focus and do our work well. Paragraph 2. Stress is a common problem among teenagers. If not managed wisely, stress can bring about negative effects on our health. First and foremost, stress can affect us emotionally. It can result in feelings of depression, frustration, and demotivation. Feeling stressful can also affect us physically and cause insomnia, which is trouble of falling asleep. This will further lead to high blood pressure, migraine, and fatigue. We will also suffer mentally, such as having poor concentration. Consequently, we will have low productivity in our studies or work. Causes of stress. There are many causes of stress. Among them are homework, peer pressure, high parental expectations, and family problems. Homework. It is undeniable that homework is very important and helpful in students' learning. However, when students have poor time management and delay in finishing their homework, the stress builds up as the workload increases. What about peer pressure? It is very common for teenagers to constantly feel the need for approval and acceptance by their friends or peers. They may be pressured to do something that they do not like, but they do it anyway so that they are accepted by their group of friends. At times, high competition among friends can also cause stress. As for high parental expectations, well, it is common for parents to have high hopes on their children. So the high hopes and pressure to do well will cause stress among teenagers. Last but not least, family problems, such as parents' divorce, siblings' rivalry, or argument, can cause stress too. Paragraph 3. There are many causes of stress among teenagers. According to a study by Stanford University, 56% of students considered homework a primary source of stress. Having too much homework causes stress among students. Besides, students who have poor time management are more likely to struggle in coping with their homework and stress. Another cause of stress is peer pressure. Due to the need for approval and acceptance by their friends, some teenagers are pressured to do things that they are uncomfortable with, such as playing truant or smoking. High competition among peers also makes teenagers stressed out. Apart from that, teenagers also suffer from stress due to high parental expectations. Most parents have high hopes and want their children to do well in life. However, it is stressful for them when they fail to achieve their parents' expectations or targets. Traumatic events and family problems such as death of family members, parents' divorce, siblings' rivalry, and arguments also contribute to stress among teenagers. Since too much stress can be detrimental, it is of paramount importance for us to learn about stress management. Based on the causes of stress, as mentioned before, I've come up with a number of ways to overcome stress. They include good time management, stay connected with family and friends, relax and unwind, get enough sleep, eat healthy food, and exercise. Paragraph 5. There are several ways to overcome stress. One of them is good time management. We ought to manage our time wisely and learn to plan and pace our work. We can do so by preparing a to-do list and a timetable. They are crucial in helping us to prioritize our work and arrange our time. If we follow them closely, we will be able to complete our work on time. On the other hand, it is important for us to relax and unwind. We can engage in our hobby, like reading or listening to music, or playing some sports and games. As the proverb goes, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. We need to have a balance between work and fun in order to control our stress level and be healthy. Members of the floor, do you know that sleep is a powerful stress reducer? Getting enough sleep allows our body and mind to rest and recover from exhaustion. In addition, eating a balanced diet ensures that we have all the essential nutrients to stay strong and healthy. Another great way to manage stress is by exercising regularly. We should be physically active to keep ourselves fit. We are more able to fight against stress when we are well rested, well nourished, and energetic. Lastly, it is advisable for us to stay connected with our family and friends. It is important to have good relationships and get support from them. Instead of struggling alone, we should seek their help and talk to them about our problems and resolve misunderstandings. Having good communication and close relations helps us to avoid unnecessary stress. In conclusion, we have the responsibility to take good care of ourselves and have good stress management so that we are more able to cope with stress and the demands of life. That's all for now. Thank you for your kind attention. Before I end my presentation, I have something extra to share with you. During exam, have you ever felt stressed and wondered, what are your peers writing so furiously? Why are you suffering alone? As you peer at them from afar, please think about this acronym PEER, P-E-E-R. P stands for main point or main idea. E for elaboration or explanation. The second E refers to examples, while R refers to result. Remember, when you feel that you are struggling in writing for your essay, you need to have at least one sentence for your main point, another sentence to elaborate or explain your main point. Try to give some examples to support your main point, and then have another sentence to show the result or summarize the overall main idea. I hope you find this tip helpful in preparing for your examination. Well, I guess that's all for today. Thank you very much for staying with me till the end. I wish you all the best in your exam. Thanks again.